It ain't easy, man. And sometimes in Germany, there's this thing now, right? And here we go, Tommy's gunning edgy. In Germany, there's this thing now that the Green Party, could maybe win the election. I don't think they will, but it could happen. It's not that far away anymore. And now all the conservatives and old people in Germany say, oh no, if we vote for the Green Party, we're gonna have the green dictatorship. They will tell us how much to pay for petroleum. They will tell us I can't buy a big house. They will tell us I can't buy a big car. And here I go. Listen to this. I might be wrong, but when you look at the human race and their incapability to handle crises, especially a big one like global warming, don't you kind of feel like that certain laws have to be done by the government to fix it? It looks apparently like a fact that humans themselves will never ever handle climate change. People are not changing enough. Let's be real. Just be honest to yourself, including you, including me. We're not changing fast enough to save this planet anymore. And I always come to the conclusion the only way to save this planet and the race is that some kind of leadership that has power of legislation forces people or makes certain things happening. Like, dude, there's no more, you can't buy an SUV anymore, whatever. But if you do that, many people say, oh, they're taking away my freedom. Yeah. I get that, though. I get that point. I know it looks like they're taking away your freedom. But in a weird way, what else are you gonna do? What the fuck else are we gonna do, boys? What other option is there? Because one thing I learned in 30 years is that the human race is completely retarded, including me. I include myself. I'm a fucking idiot. I sit here, oh, climate change is real. I don't really change much, right? I drive my car a lot. And I am distant enough from this whole topic that I think someone should force me. Someone should tax me for buying bad cars and shit. And yeah, many people, right, in chat will now say, oh no, Tommy, don't take away our freedom. I get that. I really get that. But in a way, what's more important? Your freedom to buy an SUV or the planet literally being dead in the next 500 years? AKA the human race being dead. The planet's gonna be fine. What's more important? I don't know. And like in a very neutral, centristic way of trying to be unbiased and just looking at facts, I think we're kind of, I don't know, man, you know? Actual commie. Yeah, then people always, when you say something like that, oh, he wants to take our freedom. I don't know. To me, there's one fact. The human race will never learn. We're not fucking learning anything, man. Let's be real. I mean, in a weird way, one big chance the human race is that the scientist branch of the human race comes up with solutions to global warming. AKA, 99.9% of the human race don't have to change their lifestyle, but they get saved by science. That will save us. I think it wouldn't be good because the human race wouldn't learn anything. Like, let's just make it, this is very polemic, obviously. Let's say there's a new machine that binds CO2 or whatever, something like that. And boom, all of a sudden the human race is saved, right? Boom. You can drive your SUV, you can shit in the woods, no one cares. The planet is safe. That could save us, but also no one would learn anything, you know? Shouldn't they just tax a bit more for cars, like Singapore? Yes, I think one of the first steps to go this way is making a CO2 tax. There you go. I lost all my conservative viewers. Yeah, but they're not making any. The German government, they're making a super low CO2 tax. Like, no one even cares. It's a joke. Because they're in connections with the lobby, right? The lobby is like, hey, listen, man. I gave your party fucking 10 million the last 10 years, and now you're putting a tax on me? Listen, man, fuck you. And he's like, okay, I'm not gonna tax you. That's just... Right? All this greed in politics is gonna kill us in the end. Unfollowed. Hey, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Because sometimes I have this weird opinion, chat. Here we go. I think I know the reason of life. You know, we always ask ourselves, why do we exist? What comes after death? Blah, 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 blah. And I've always been a big fan of the simulation theory, that life is a simulation. And I always wondered, why would you simulate this? What does it care? And I come down to the conclusion, why would you simulate Earth? Why would life be a simulation? Because you want to prove something. What are simulations for? Simulations are to prove certain things. It's like you want to prove something. Like, for example, I always imagine one day you die and you're suddenly in this room with this woman that looks very professional, and she's like, okay, sir, so you drank 10,500 Coca-Colas. That's not enough. And in the end, it was just your whole life was just simulation for consumer behavior. And sometimes I think this is obviously very don't take this with a grain of salt, okay? I'm just kidding a bit. So I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, so why would life be simulation? So I'm thinking, why didn't this simulation, your and my life, why didn't it start in World War II? Why didn't it start in the year 2000 before Christ? Why didn't it start in the future? Why do we live right now? And then I sit down and I look, what is the main issue of our lives, of our existence? It's global warming. That's the main thing of our generation, right? There's no big war, Great Depression. It's global warming. And that makes me think, maybe life itself is a simulation made by someone who we don't know to test the behavior of a dominant race on a planet, how it handles self-destruction and global warming and stuff. And one day you die and you get judged on did you do something against global warming or not? You actually didn't, and you kind of failed. You get an A+, you get a D-. Boom, I just solved the question of all.